Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a very special video today on the channel. Something came in the mail today, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of excited about it. I'm gonna get right down to brass tacks and cut to the chase because quite frankly, I have been waiting months for this thing to come in and I'm tired of waiting and looking at it. I've had this thing since like 3 p.m. today and it is now like 9 p.m. and I'm about to explode. But I wanted to open it for the first time on camera with all of you so that you can get my raw first impressions and kind of get to know how I feel about it. You already know what it is. It is the Apple MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Max. All right, so first off, the box that it came in is pretty nice. It looks like a little laptop itself. We've got this little cute little tab right here. It's gonna make a nice noise when we rip into it. Let's go, shall we? Oh, not as fun as I thought. Okay, it's all right. There we go. Oh, Lord of mercy. There she is. All right, it is a bit unsatisfying that it wasn't orientated the right way when it came out, but hey, it's all right. This is off the rip. This is a raw unboxing video. I've never done one of these. Spoiler alert, every other unboxing I've ever done, I've unboxed it before because I'm an impatient person. I don't like to wait on things, but this, I knew it was different. So let's get this plastic off and get into this box. You already know the deal with Apple, honestly. Their packaging game is just absolutely impeccable. Just gonna cut a nice little groove in there. We can rip off this nice plastic. Apple, we all know that Apple just has insane packaging game. Like, it's no new news at this point. Apple's got it on lock. I am a dirty, nasty hoe for packaging, I'm not gonna lie to you, and boxes. I have been since I was a kid. I just love a good box, love a good package. And this is just buttering my biscuit right now to the fullest. All right, so we're gonna put our knife away for safety reasons. We might need that again later, so we'll keep it handy. And are you ready? Sliding off the cover now. Oh mercy, look at that. Okay, I've got to soak this in for a minute. Again, I've been waiting for this for a long time. I am newly full-time freelance. If you don't know, if you're not close to me, you may not have known that, but I'm a full-time filmmaker now. So I wanted to future-proof myself and get a machine that was up for the task. I do have an editing rig that is right off here. You've seen it in the background in other videos. I built it about 2 years ago and it's great. It is a beast. But after 2 years, it is starting to show its age a bit, and these MacBooks kind of came at the perfect time for me. I have the A7s III obviously, and this computer does not like the codecs. It just has a tough time editing them. I often have to make proxies, especially when I'm shooting in 60 or 120 frames, 4K. And you know, some of that is fine. Like, I expect that. It is what it is. Like, it's a lot for a computer to have to deal with. But I've heard nothing but crazy performance rumors about the M1 Max, and I'm not expecting a miracle, but if I have to make less proxies and if I can scrub through my timeline a little bit smoother, we'll be golden. And just the mobile factor. I'm no stranger to MacBooks. I've had a few of them at this point, and this one I'm just so excited about. So let's dig in, take it out of the box. Oh, mercy. Right off the bat, the weight of this thing is super nice. It's super balanced. And I'll go ahead and explain this early. I chose the 14-inch because I just don't like a big laptop. The whole point of a laptop for me is to be small and mobile. And like I just said, I've got this big editing PC for when I do want a bigger screen. That's like a 27-inch screen. It's super nice, but I don't want that all the time. I want to sit on my couch and kind of work remotely. You know the deal. So I like a small notebook. And the most recent MacBook I had was an i9 15-inch model, just the previous generation. It wasn't the M1, but it was the i9 15-inch, and it was super nice for what it was. But obviously you have to use dongles and stuff like that, and a super welcome addition on these is the ports, and we will dig into that a little bit more. But right off the bat, I love the more squared off design of this. I am gonna do some boring stuff first. I'm gonna sit this aside and see what else the packaging has to offer. So right off the bat, we've got our little booklet right here. And you know the deal. We've got our instructions, warranty, all that good stuff. I was super psyched about these matte black Apple stickers. I've never seen something like these before, and those will go on something sooner or later. I am a sticker guy. If you see my luggage, if you see my PC right here, I love to put stickers on everything because I'm a teenage girl, and it's fine. It's fine. I don't know what to tell you. We've got our nice and beefy charging brick. Super, super nice. Insanely happy that MagSafe is back. Let's just give it up to Apple. Give it up to Apple. Thank you. And we've got the nice braided cord. Y'all seeing this? I'm not used to the upper camera, sorry. So let's take, I don't think anything else is in here. You know, you kind of want to lift out this little section, but I don't think anything's in it. I think it's safe to say. Let's open the MacBook. All right, so we've got some kind of like packing tissue material on the MacBook itself. Let's go ahead and peel that off. Ooh, this is satisfying. Oh, look at that. Do you see that? How sexy is that? Man, I can't understate, like, I know that there's a lot of hype surrounding these things right now, but I can't understate just how amazing it feels in the hand. This thing is just absolutely beautiful. Look at the ports, look at the HDMI, look at the SD card. It's a flex, I know. Look at that, look at all that. It's amazing. Okay, drum roll, please. Ooh, y'all hear that? Y'all hear that? Oh, dude, this is a moment. This is a moment. You feel this? That's the most perfectly placed piece of tissue I've ever seen in my entire life. Oh, this thing is such a perfect size. I love the 14-inch. If you're on the 16-inch, all power to you, but I can't do that. This is just, oh man, okay. I'm too much. I haven't done a true unboxing like this. I've already told you, so my brain is all over the place. This display is on crack, certified on crack. All right, that I can see the ProMotion. It is just, oh man. All right, hang on. I'm clicking some keys. Oh, dude, okay. That's another thing. I just clicked the trackpad, and that was the same on the i9 model that I had previously. Just the whatever little haptic engine that they have in there, the little vibration that gives you a perfect tap wherever on the trackpad.
MacOS contains a built-in screen reader called VoiceOver.
Rude.
If you know how
Rude.
to use VoiceOver,
Rude.
press Command.
The notch. Okay, so let's get that out of the way. The notch doesn't bother me a bit. I thought that it was kind of dumb that people were overreacting over it so hard, and I am not opposed to it. It gives you more real estate that way. I do get it would have been cool if they would have done Face ID, all that, whatever. But at the end of the day, this is a beautiful computer. This thing is nuts. I will take a moment to say what exactly I spec'd this out with. I pretty much spec'd out the chip all the way. It's the M1 Max as far as you can go. I only opted for 32 gigs of memory, and honestly, part of me thinks that's a little bit of overkill. I don't think I'll ever use this thing with the unified memory and however they're doing it with the M1 chip. I don't really think I'm going to be pushing it that hard. So I'm not thinking that I'm missing out on anything by not doing 64 gigs. I did opt for the 1 terabyte SSD. I don't clutter my computer. I'm an external drive guy. I'm a Google Drive guy. But I didn't learn until after ordering that the higher capacity SSDs are actually way faster. But again, this thing's gonna be perfectly fast. I'm not worried about it. I'm going into an app right now because I can't remember my Wi-Fi password. I really am digging this screen size so much. I cannot stress how just a perfect footprint this thing has. It is just the perfect size. I remember oftentimes with that i9 15-inch that I had, I just was like, I just want a smaller computer sometimes. If I want to work on a plane, I travel a lot for work. I travel a lot for what I do. So I need to be extremely mobile a lot. I'm sitting down, my legs are my desk a lot of the time. I'm editing literally just with the computer on my knees. So this is such a welcome change. The keyboard, it's very clicky. I'm really loving this. My stomach is going off right now. I don't know if y'all are hearing these noises, but I apologize. I don't apologize, it's my body. It's what it does, deal with it. We're going dark mode. It's asking me to choose my look. We're going dark mode. If you're a light mode person, psychopath energy, sorry, dark mode. The display I'm at the home screen now, and you can't see through the computer obviously, but this display is doing things to me. Things are happening to me. I am a very hardware kind of guy. I love the way things are designed. I like when things feel good in my hand. I like when things are pleasing to use, and this is it. I'm familiar with Apple. I've got an iPhone, AirPods, Apple Watch. I've got it all. So I'm familiar with the Apple ecosystem. My big computer is a PC just because it's easier to build those and update those over time. But for laptops, I don't think anything is even coming within a stone's throw, within a stone's
Yeet.
of Apple as far as laptops right now. It's just not happening. This thing is just so evenly balanced. It just feels incredibly good. Again, I love the squared off design. I love the engraving back here. I have no idea how to use the above head camera. I will go ahead and say that I'm going to edit this entire video on this computer, and I'll leave a little note at the end, or maybe do a little talking head segment at the end about how it went, some more initial thoughts. Just so you know a little bit about what I'm working with, I shoot on the A7S III, 422 10-bit, 24 frames a second, and I use the XAVC-S codec typically. So my PC does have a bit of a tough time with that sometimes. So I'm kind of hoping that this will do a little better with that. We'll see. I shoot everything in S-Log3, so I apply a pretty nice thick color grade over everything. So it's gonna be getting its paces. I'm gonna have some music. I'm sure you're hearing some nice, beautiful lo-fi in the background right now. And I'll throw some music in there. I'll do a color grade, titles, the whole nine. And like I said, I'll report how it went at the end. But as for now, I am like complete scatterbrain, mind blown about this thing. Like I said, I've been waiting for it. I ordered it like end of October, so months was an exaggeration, but over a month at this point, and it's like unreal that it's here. It's like weird to feel it in my hand. I went to Best Buy and looked at these, and like just so incredible. And if you watched I bought my dream camera video, whatever that is, I'll link it up here somewhere, but I talked about how that camera is kind of one of those things that you look at in the store and it's kind of like, it's like wishful thinking. It's like, oh, I'll never have that. Like, and this is another one of those. This is just as big of a purchase. This costs just as much as the A7S III. And it was a scary purchase, you know, being transparent. Like, this is a business investment. I'm on my own at this point. I do not get a consistent paycheck from anybody. So I do shows, I do commercials, I do ads, like I do all kinds of video work all across the board. I do photos as well, and some graphic design work here and there. And this is my livelihood. Like, this is going to be the machine that carries me into the next phase, just like this camera. So like, I'm very excited about this as a tool, as well as kind of a milestone of where I'm at in my journey. I love this thing already. It's just, it feels, again, I can't understate this. It feels so amazing in the hand. It's got some really nice kind of like rubber feet on the bottom. All things that you know already. I'm not gonna throw up benchmarks or anything because who cares? I'm assuming you guys know all about the fanciness, the specs and all that. So I just wanted this to be a kind of a first unboxing, first impressions. Hopefully you got something from it. This thing is just an absolute killer, and it looks and feels so good, and I'm incredibly excited to use it. As someone that just uses my hands, works with my hands all the time, I can't wait. This is like kid on Christmas energy right now. I look like a crackhead through this whole video, so if this video was a little all over the place, cut me some slack. It is my first true unboxing, and it's also my channel, so... And also, if you want to know anything more about this computer, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to leave me a comment, start some conversation down there. You know your boy loves to talk. It has been too long since we've been here together, and I promise I'll do better. I want to go so much harder with this YouTube stuff, especially in the new year, and you have my word, I will do better. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I really appreciate it so much. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and drop me a like, go ahead and drop me a subscription. You're not gonna regret it. We have a great time over here. It's all good. Always remember that you are blessed and you are loved. I'm gonna go play with this thing until like 4 a.m. It's gonna be a long night. As always, I'll be back soon. Man, I cannot understate how sexy this box is. Things are happening inside of me right now that I just probably shouldn't say on YouTube, but you know, I will be keeping this for personal reasons.